Okay, so with the introduction of NIL, this has changed the landscape of college football. No longer are the days where top student athletes aren't fully compensated for their talents on the field, and with the transfer portal in full swing and the NFL early entry deadline approaching on January 15th, there are tons of speculation going around. So with that, it's been reported that Ohio State wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. and running back Trayvon Henderson have been offered NIL deals that pretty much mirrored the compensation of what a first-round NFL draft could earn. Marvin is projected to go as high as the second overall pick in the NFL draft, which would equate to roughly a figure close to $25 million. Currently, Marvin has one more year left of eligibility and told the media that he's unsure about his future, especially after his team lost to Michigan, which kind of pulled him towards a potential return. Harrison said, "You guys know, coming into this year, I wanted to beat the team up north and win the Big Ten championship. And obviously, I didn't do that this year. So I think that's a great motive to come back, if that's what I decide to do, because that's something I definitely wanted to do in my Ohio State career. Not being able to have done that yet definitely opens the door for me to come back." Anyways, I found some of the companies inside Marvin Harrison Jr.'s NIL portfolio, and they include the likes of Kane Footwear, Bath & Body Works, Dr. Teal's, and Chipotle, among others. That said, former Cowboys wide receiver Dez Bryant chimed in on this report on Twitter and tweeted, "Because of NIL, I would love for him to enjoy his college career and do something that's never been done before. College football is more fun than the NFL these days." So this tweet brought a lot of people to respond with comments like, "Dez really has the worst football takes, and what an awful take. Risk injury to have fun and make a couple mil instead of declaring for the draft and locking in generational wealth. Just sad, terrible advice." But it would be Shannon Sharpe who gave the strongest reaction to Dez as he responded to the former wideout, "NIL ain't guaranteeing 20 to 30 mil. Stop telling these kids this nonsense. Risk factor's too great." Yeah, so I gotta agree with Unk here. This was a terrible tweet from Dez. First off, you risk the chance of getting injured and ruining your NFL future to play one more year of college football. Then there's also the fact what Shannon said, NFL first round picks guarantee roughly 20 to 30 mil for the top 10 picks, which Marvin will surely be in. And compare that to what? The 5 to 7 million he'd make on an NIL deal for his last year at Ohio State? The writing is simply on the wall. On top of that, you actually move 1 year closer to obtaining that lucrative second NFL contract, which is a goal for all youngsters. That's when you make the real big money getting that second deal. Dez seemed a little short-sighted with his response to this discussion and is giving these kids terrible advice. No one in their right mind would choose to play one extra year of college and forego the NFL draft. Ultimately, this is just all speculation. I don't even think that Marvin Harrison Jr. is even really contemplating playing another season with the Buckeyes, and this is just mostly rumors. That said, what are your thoughts on what Dez had to say and Unk's response?